Good evening and welcome to World Championship Series pre-season number 2 here in Netherlands as a Dutch Grand Prix. Today in the pre-season, the same as yesterday, so 90-minute practice and short qualifying in front of us, this time in Netherlands chartered food, not in Hanoi. At the moment we have 11 drivers. Yesterday we had 10, now we have 11. Hopefully we get a bit more, but we have at least 11 here. We are already one past, so I think we can start going. Let's see what kind of weather the game is giving for us. Because, you know, it's dynamic weather, we don't know the weather yet. So, well, the game makes the decision in a few moments when we get underway with these 11 drivers, which are currently readying up and heading towards 90-minute practice. I may have a eat here at the start of the stream, so I might be muted for a couple of seconds, but it's not a big deal. And 20 seconds and the lobby is heading towards the session. I don't know if we do have even any new drivers. There's only one new driver. The rest of the grid is same as yesterday, so we have only one new driver here. Today, I don't know who he is, but he's someone. If we have only 11 drivers in the races next week, we are in trouble, in big trouble if we have only 11 drivers in the sessions. But, let's see, soon we are ready once the lobby opens us to the session. But 90 minutes of practice ahead, and after that a short qualifying. At least a dry weather here in practice at the start of the practice. Here at Hanoi, not Hanoi, here at Netherlands. The only new driver is Asian Iceman, GT Moto's teammate for this season. He's the only new one. And I'm not sure was Babu Noha here yesterday, but at least 9. Oh, there's Flex Marshall, he's also a new one today. So we have only 7 from yesterday or 8 from yesterday. And then we have 3 from only today, the new drivers. Drivers making final setup changes and then they head to the track for the pre-season. Flying Cross going first from 11 drivers. CPI Connor won the yesterday's preseason. I mean, he was fastest in the practice, not sure about in I don't remember the qualifying yesterday. Even though it was yesterday, I don't still remember it. But that's what it is. I have found that this corner is very tricky. I always lose the back end here. Hopefully we don't see that kind of carnage today. Of course the vehicle damage is off, so it doesn't matter if you go to barriers, your session won't end there. It's only also another driver on track, it's the Fori Lando, who is also out on track right from the get-go. This whole track is very tricky because, for example, that corner from which the Furlando just came away, it is very frustrating corner if you get it wrong. It's so hard to get right, and you have to be the exactly right racing line, otherwise you're completely going to lose it. And you're going to lose a lot of time if you are on the wrong line, as the Furlando did there. He took up inside a bit too much and he lost it. Also fairly on the track, also the team set has also both the game now. So he is able to join as himself. And he don't need Fairly's account in order to join. Babu Noha has left the session before it even started, so we have only 10 drivers. Also today for the pre-season. There's also a Williams coming out on track. It must be CPI Connor, and yes it is. CPI Connor out on track. Flying cross 1:13.0 for the first lap. And the first timed lap today. Let's see how fast these drivers can go. 1:10s or 1:9s I think were the fastest laps that were done here in time trial. I think in a race situation the 1:30s, 1:40s are quite good when the car is heavy and tires don't last that long. 1:30s or 1:40s are good. Orlando going right away for the time lap. 1:11.1 on the board at the moment. Fairly 1:14.5 exactly. That's a race lap with heavy fuel and hearts. Oh, there goes into the barriers for the first time today. Took only 5 minutes to find the first driver to go in the barriers. That didn't take long. CPI Connor on a lap there. Also team set on a lap behind. Flex Marshall goes 10.6 at the point with his friend Orlando. GT Motor also on track again. He said he was very frustrated that he didn't get a good lap in Hanoi yesterday. He done 33 laps at least, maybe more, but at least 33 laps yesterday in Hanoi. And it was more than the race distances. He tried to get a good qualifying lap time at the end of the practice, but he couldn't do it because the first lap was ruined and the second one was invalidated. So he couldn't get a competitive lap time at the end of the session, and then he couldn't participate due to qualifying due it's so late in the evening for him. Ford McLaren's causing a yellow flag in sector 1. Let's see how GT Moto gets his first time lap. The curved final corner, very interesting corner. If you don't have enough downforce, you're going to lose it, or if you go wrong line, you're going to lose it. GT Moto goes 1:13.2 at the start, which is 5th fastest lap time, 2.5 seconds away from the lead at the moment. For Orlando, or it's Flex Marshall, might be going again for a hot lap. Will he? Yes, he will go again. How about Orlando? That's a very slow exit. He has around a fuel, I think. So he must be going back into the pits, yes. But Flex Marshall is going out again. And it's a very interesting corner also. When you go a wrong line, you lose time, but if you go the right line, you will gain time. So there are here in Netherlands very many interesting corners, which the racing line must be very strict. If you are even leading a little bit on the line, you are going to lose it, and it's not easy to handle the car here. As you can see, you need to hit the apex there, get a wide exit from this, then take a not as wide line as you would imagine, very close to curb. That's perfect line actually for that corner. Then exit is important for this straight, kind of long straight. On this track it's a long straight, and then this big left-hander, that's perfect line for this. Should be a perfect lap if the final code doesn't mess up. They goes very close to apex. That's a perfect lap. That's a perfect lap around Sandburg. Take a note from that one. crossed the line and 1:10.5. That's a new fastest lap for this session. And that is starting to be close to be perfection, and that is F1 pace. Pretty much, if the driver can do the F1 races, I think he gets an F1 seat by only driving in preseason. That's an impressive lap. And he is very quick at the moment. Even CPI Connor is losing, of course. It is a medium time and not a quali run. So let's see at the end, or maybe in the qualifying later on this night, but not sure about that one. But at least the practice. Let's see the results later. Now they are just running some couple of laps and trying to get some laps under their belt. Ferro has again found the grass. Well, I think this time the sand, according to his tires. So Ferro's car is pretty much all over the place, like Max Verstappen was before pre-race. All over the place. It was actually excellent work by Red Bull to get the car ready, even though there was heavy damage. Get the car ready within 15 minutes and get the car driving in the race, and then finish P2 in front of Bottas, which was quite interesting. Chitimoto slowing down in the middle sector. There's not much action on the track, every single driver is separate. So there is no battles or anything. And again, has fairly found the barrier. I think we can call at least one driver who is out of the championship battle, and it's Fairly, and now CPA Connor is slowing down. Has he run out of fuel, or he just slowing down? He was just slowing down anyway. There's no reason for that. Now the Red Bulls are racing. I said them yesterday that please do it again, and now they are doing it again. They got 79 minutes to race in Sandwood, and again within 5 weeks during the season itself. Let's see, here goes road around the outside, but the bank curve, that's what I was talking about, that you lose it if you are not careful and you don't have enough downforce. That's what I told, and exactly that happened. The banked curve is not a place where to overtake. The final corner, you just need to follow the other driver, and when the banked curve ends, then attack. Because if you take the wrong line, like I said, you are going to lose it if you take the wrong line, and that's exactly what Rota did. Took the wrong line and lost it. But the Chantwood is very quick track. That's one reason I enjoy it, even though the track is hard, but I enjoy it because it's quick and tricky. Now it's Team Set who's wrong way, facing the wrong way in turn 1. In front of Furilando, and now he's lost it. That tire set is killed. Luckily the coasting system is on. But this man is really struggling. AC Nice Man and Wabunoha has left the session, but AC Nice Man is in the garage, not left yet. Let's see, Flex Marshall looks like it's going to do a medium run, so no chance for breaking new track records with 1:10.5 on the board at the moment. But the lap he done was perfect. There was Nothing to complain. It was a perfect lap around Zandvoort. And this guy is facing the wrong way all the time. This guy is literally all over the place. Literally all over the place. Again he lost it. In 3 corners he has lost it 4 times. And now these Red Bulls are racing. Jordi leading this one. And Road behind. Flying Cross improving to 4th place, 1.1 seconds off. Would you guys like to see me on the track? Just asking, would you like to have a lap in my own border, to have a lap there with those guys in the session? I can maybe do it later, if you guys want me to go out on the track for a moment. But have a little touch around Zandvoort with Mercedes. If you want, I can do it at some point. Have a little try there and try to beat those times as a Season 5 champion. How can a Season 5 champion, 3 years old champion or 3 seasons old champion, can do in a Season 8 where the competition is even harder than it was 3 seasons and 1.5 years ago. But if you guys want me to go out on track, I can do it at some point with those 10 guys out there. Be the 11 driver in this case. Let's see how Road's doing. Down the inside of turn 1 with DRS. And that's an overtake done by Road. And Road gets the lead. Oh, that's a late braking by Jordi. He completely missed the braking. And now Road's leading this battle. Here's pretty much the exclamation point of this. Oh, now Jordi's lagging badly, and that's Jordi sliding a little bit. Nothing bigger there. Let's have a look what happened a bit earlier. 11 minutes ago, Furley found a wall for the first time and was the first driver to find the barriers in this session. They can do much curb on the inside, losing it, going into the barriers, and that's it. Road in the pit? No, not in the pits. Either of them is going to the pits. I was looking and he was going to the pits by the line. Curious lost it. Babuno had just texted me, so I wasn't looking at the screen. Something happened. CPI Connor doesn't know that this is a pre-season. He was asking me, is this a race? But it is a pre-season. So... Let's see what these Red Bulls can do. They are again waiting for each other and then battling a little bit. But pretty much without this action, this would be boring. So boring that maybe I go on the track at some point. I don't have any game audios though, so for myself, I am completely muted. Oh, you can hear the audio voices, but I can't. So I may need to connect those, maybe, before we head down to the track. Babuno has rejoined. He got kicked out of the session for some reason, and now he's back into action. So we have 11 drivers in this pre-season, with AC and Iceman still sitting in the garage, and Babuno should be leaving soon. Once he gets everything working. It's a very good line by Jordi. That corner. Did GP O'Connor just went second, or did I see wrong? I think I might have seen wrong. CP O'Connor just improved. Now he improved. 110.3 on the board at this point. And that's a good lap. That's a very good lap by him. I might be able to get a better audio for myself at least, and making sure that your audio is not lagging there, because I cannot hear what you hear. So just making sure. Oh, I got the controller disconnected. Hold up a second. Okay, now we're back. Okay, now it's working as it should. Let's hope that the audio is not too low. Should be great. Whoa! Was firing into the pits. Yellow flag is exactly the one its team said. Who has spun round again. It's getting overcast. Is it getting raining? Did it start rain at some point? Because if it starts rain, I'm not going out there, and I go out after the rain. If there is rain in the practice but dry in the qualifying, I go for the qualifying. So, oh, again, too much curb. Change your setup. You're losing it way too often. Oh, straight onto the track. That was dangerous. Furley has done 14 laps already. That's a lot for 20 minutes. I think you could do even 60 laps on this track. 60 or even 70 laps in single practice session, because the lap is so short. Both Red Bulls into the pits. Hopefully it's not starting raining. Well, they're pushing too hard. That's why. By the way, Furley, is the weather forecast in the game saying that it starts raining soon? Is there any rain predicted within the next 20 minutes? If you could check that once you are in the pit, when you are now in the pit lane. Could you check the weather forecast? Okay, there's no rain predicted. Thank you. So I may go onto the track soon. Try to get lap in. Didn't do that yesterday, but it was so boring that I thought it might be good for me to go out. To go out today and try it. Of course, I will be spectating others as well, but just going out for a few moments or 15 minutes maybe, and try to get something off from the car. I can't leave the session, so that's why if I go to the track I need to do everything then, and then I just retire from the session, because if I leave a session it's going to crash because I'm the host. So I can't leave the session when I go, I need to go, and then I retire from the session when I'm done, and then I spectate the rest of the session. Well, I'm not going to speak English in an international broadcast. You should understand what I mean. I'm going out on track in a short moment. Flying Grass has run out of fuel, I think. GT Motor also slowing down for some reason. Team set has same, out of fuel. Okay. Red Bull's on outlap here. Having a quick lap, I think. It softs on. There goes. Let's check the telemetry. It is a hot lap. It is a hot lap with rich and hot lap ears deployment mode. Let's see what they can do. Not touching curb. That's right. Very tight line. There you go. Perfect. So first sector's done. That was quite good. You can't lose much more. What a reminder. Yeah, that's quite good pace. If Flying Grass is only 1 second away with hards, that's a quite good lap. Must be then. Because CP Kona and those are putting hot lap modes in for those laps. Maybe Flying Grass can start the season race with hard tires. Purple second sector for Jurdy. Lagging a little bit, not too bad. There's team set on the way. That's a good apex by Jurdy. And here comes what kind of lap it is. Let's see. Jurdy goes 5th fastest, slower than Flying Grass. But then it's road. Let's see what kind of lap he can do. Road goes across the line and he goes 4th fastest, 8/10 away. GT Motor running on the hards. Team set again spinning. Oh, this time it was Flying Grass spinning, not team set. Let's see GT Motor here. I'm going to put my wheel here at this moment when I got time. I'm gonna insert my wheel and put it ready. Okay, my wheel is now set, so I can go onto the track shortly. It's getting very overcast, so I'm a bit worried about the weather. I don't want to have a wet drive. I would like to have a dry one. I just need to insert my wheel at this point. Like this. Can I actually go? Yeah, I can actually control the game by this. Okay, this is quite easy. By the wheel buttons. But I think it's my time to go on the track before if it starts raining, so. Red Bulls are not battling. No, they are not. So my time has come. Wait, don't tell me that I can't go there. Now I can. There we go. Let's take Bottas. Oh wait, why we can't? No! I can't take Bottas. Fuck's sake. Maybe because I'm a spectator. I can't do it. Hopefully the server doesn't crash. I'm not even sure who will be the host if I leave. So I have no idea. But for some reason I can't take control of Valtteri Bottas. I have no idea who was the first driver to join this lobby. Once I left. So Weaver, should I go onto the track? And quickly, I don't have an invite for this session. Team said, you are in the pits, could you invite me to the session a couple of times, 2 or 3 times? Could you send me an invite? So I could get out on the track. Okay, Furley was second in the lobby, so Furley will be the temporary host for the session. But if Team said could invite me, or Furley invite me a couple of times at the session, I could go as a driver. Tell me when you have invited me, if you could. Roads going third fastest, 1.4 seconds off the pace. That was a good lap, just faster than his teammate. Okay, cool, so now I am going to join the session. In a soon moment I will get you back to the action. Hopefully the server don't crash, because if it crashes we will have to restart and it will be a 45-minute practice. The invite cannot be used. The invite cannot be used anymore for some reason. Well, someone invite me again. Well, this turned into be a disaster. After all, I don't understand why I can't use the invites if someone could invite me again. maybe because the host changed, I can't use the invite again, so if Teams or someone could invite me once more, I could be able to rejoin the lobby, because when I can if I can rejoin, then it's easy towards the end. If someone just invites me. Team said, Flying Grass, Furley, someone. Invite me again. And by the way, I'm reading the news here. Max Verstappen is under investigation for breaking Parc Fermé rules. So Max Verstappen may get a penalty for those in real life race starting grid behaviors. They may get a penalty when I'm reading the news here. But I would like to have a new invite from someone. Team said, Furley, someone invite me again. Because I cannot use. Thank you, Flying Cross invited me. And that can be used. The server has been on for 1 minute. I dope that. Actually, Alexander Albon is also under investigation. So both Red Bulls are under investigation for the starting behavior. So because they try to dry the asphalt underneath the car with the fans. So yeah, no problem. Okay, we are back in the action on the track side. Let's see, can I now pick the car? Yes, now I can pick the car, thank you. Valtteri Bottas, take control. Here we are. Going for the lap very soon. There's no rain predicted, but there's rain in the qualifying coming. When they go out, when they go out, there will be rain. Let's have one hot lap. 5. I need much wing. Let's put this kind of setup. I have no setup saved during this game yet, so I'm just doing my defaults, which I'm usually running. And by the way, I am a no assist driver. Just to let you know how I'm driving. And let's take the softs and go out and track.
A bit like a rubber out on track. Try to take it easy for a couple of laps.
Let's see what we can do. Where are my hands? Where are my hands? Look at that! Where are my hands? Where are my hands? Where are my hands? I'm missing my hands. Oh no. I'm missing my hands. The body of the hand is there, but the fingers are missing. Oh no. Well, I have had absolutely no touch to this track for a while.
Okay, just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the MFD.
This is a tricky corner.
We monitor carcass temperature and Copy that.
Engineer, shut up. Let's see how this goes. We have no hands, so this can be a bit tricky by Valtteri Bottas, but interesting bugs found. Let's try. Let's see what we can do. Too early, braking way too early. Perfect. Never came that well. But the next corner. Coming so well, loving it. Back into the pits. The final corner is impossible. Bit too wide there. What? I'm not in the second last corner. What are you talking about? I'm in the pits. You can't blame me. No, I wasn't blocking. I wasn't blocking anyone. Let's try that again. The understeer was quite bad. So... well, at least I didn't see you anyway, if I was blocking you. Team said it was blocking me though. For getting to the track. Let's try again. I want to get a lap on the board. But my hands are missing, so... let's try it again. I never saw Flying Cross around me. Now he's in front of me, but I couldn't see him anywhere near on my lap when I came out. I was getting blocked by Team Set, so... I should get that line in there. Bit wider than this. But something like this. By the way, hopefully they fix the black Mercedes soon. Because it's quite big that it's not in the game. Williams was so fast in the game, but it takes forever to update to Williams. The Williams was in the game right away, but it takes forever to update the Mercedes. Still too early. Nope, that was not perfection. So I think I need to run with the second wing. Because the 5-7 wings, because if I run 6-7, I'm going to lose it there, like we saw. So I need to run with the 5-7, even though it's understeering. But I need to run with it, otherwise this happens. So I have only one soft set to go. And that's it then, if I can't do it. 47 minutes to go in the session. Oh, mate. Team set in the way. Not sure would 4-6 be enough. If I take both down by 1, or 4-6 wings. I may need to try. I may do this one more lap and then maybe back into this commentate box. Spectate the session like usually. Let's see when we make those setup changes. The final set and 4-6 wings. Let's see. Let's see what I can do with less wings. Did I take too much off? Or was it enough to try to make the car faster? At least the car is understeering now, which might be better on this track. The Mercedes feels good, even though it's equal cars. But it still feels very good. And it's my one and last chance to try to get a lap on the board, otherwise I won't even get a lap in. And that would be a disaster. Let's try. That feels amazing, that corner. The car feels excellent. I couldn't maintain the speed required there. Let's see. Bit too wide there. Final curb and then the final corner, which can't mess up now. Doesn't mess up this time, so the 4-6 wings were better. Let's see what we can get when we go to the line. Putting 6th fastest lap time on the board, 1:10.6. I was feeling quite good. Between road and Shirley. That felt pretty good still, no one behind. There's someone coming from behind, so I will let him by. And then I retire from the session. There's a safety no, that is not. Here's a safety location. Right here. Parking right here. And retiring from the session so it doesn't cause any issues. But it's rejoining straight on the track! Like, why? I went to the side, but it then rejoined on the track. Okay, that's very great. But now we are back to normal. 1.5 seconds off when CPI Connor goes 19.1. Flying cross into the pits. Furley decided to stay out, even though he was coming to the pits. I'm going to get something to drink very quickly, so I'll come back in a minute. Actually, I was just a couple of milliseconds faster than 30. But let's see, every driver on in the session has a lap time, from which 9 are competitive. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers on track. Asian Iceman is one of them. Yeah, it is very hard to brake when there's so many brake boards broken. I realized the same thing. Exactly the same thing. And now Teamset is blocking Furley. It is an official session though. Oh, I call that kind of deserved. I call that kind of deserved. It's an official session though. We still already got some work to do. If they are having a race, then no. I think they're having a race actually. I think they're having a race, so I called that back. First I was looking that teams was blocking Furley, but it was actually a defend move for this kind of mini race. So we have 2 mini races on track, Red Bulls and Furley against Teamset. Furley's taking so much better lines than Teamset, and Teamset's all over the place. And now he lost it. The flag is very well there in the middle. I can't see a heck when the flag's there. Furley is so much faster than Teamset at the moment. On the same tire set. Oh, there goes. Too much trouble. Teamset is not ready for the racing yet. Because he broke the game today, so, well, he's not ready for racing yet. He needs to practice a little bit more. Especially, well, it's Austria next week, so I think he should practice Austria as much as possible before the race, so he makes as less mistakes as possible. Here goes down the inside, fairly. And move is done. And team's going to lose again. Yes. And this time he took out flying cross on the way. That was an unfortunate incident. GT Moto has gone. GT Moto has one round. How many laps has he done today? GT Moto has done 23 laps already. And I done 1. Now the Red Bulls are giving us the show with Jordi leading and Road following. Furley and Teamset must be the 2 most Spinala humans in this lobby. They are having a Spinala addiction. Jordi is so much faster out from the last corner. Down the inside switches, but Jordi wisely closes the door. There's no space left and Road has to slow down a little. Oh, there's Teamset on the way between the Red Bulls. And Fairley is gone here. In the next corner. There's Fairley in the middle of the road, not in the middle, in the side of the road. He can't turn around because there's so many drivers on that sector. Little bit over half an hour to go. Well, at least I can have a chill position here and watch the Red Bulls racing. Something positive. The only thing I kind of enjoy, Flying Cross retiring from the session with half an hour to go. It's not terminal damage. I think he must have pressed the button to retire. Fairley is slowing down. Whoa, that was a dangerous move. If the coasting was not on, that would be very dangerous. Ace and Iceman having to go around the outside in that corner. Well, at least he's driving for Sebastian, so I'm not surprised that he's doing this Spinala all the time. Let's see what the replay footage got for us. This is this is captured like 6 minutes ago. Yeah, that's the Teamset blocking and spinning. Oh, there was a hard incident in the background, which you didn't saw, but Fairley and Teamset went into the barrier so heavy. You may still hear the audio. You may still hear the audio from the game, but you are seeing the replay footage of incident or for the previous incident. So I need to be cautious with the audio. That you don't get the audio incorrectly. And now there's the Furlando spinning. having some hard time with that car. He's having some off-road. But Jordi and Team said might be the two drivers. Of course, Red Bulls are battling still on the other side of the track, which is more interesting than Spinala racing. Maybe no one block me on qualify. Yeah, hopefully. Why did you retire from the session with half an hour to go? What was the reason? Why is my microphone having some odd audio in the background? I can see it from the OBS. No longer. Something odd happening in the microphone. Red Bull's having a nice race with half an hour to go in the practice. We are just past the halfway of the pre-season. GT Moto has spun. Yep, facing the wrong way on those mediums. Okay, so you already used all your tires, right? Yeah, okay, and now I realized your higher comment. Okay, yeah. When you run out of tires in F1. Again, GT Moto has found a sandbox. Hopefully not a shitbox. Furlando on his out lap. What is he doing? Okay. Okay. Letting team said bye. That what he did in the first corner was odd. But that one was not odd. That wasn't odd. That was an everyday business. Red Bulls. Red Bulls now on the hards for the remainder of the session. I think Road is waiting for Jordi now. Let's see. Will the Red Bulls go racing again, or will it be just normal driving? I think they will be racing soon because the other driver is slowing down, so I see no reason there for slowing down without waiting for partner. That's odd. That sound is not good. It's Honda sound. Yep, they go racing. Road is leading and Jurdy is behind. Let's see, little contact there. But nothing dramatic. Oh, that's a big hit back of that Red Bull. The other one's car is lagging badly and the other one's running well. There's team shit on the side. That other car doesn't sound very good. It sounds like Verstappen's Honda in Austria, or in it was in Austrian Grand Prix actually, not this Syrian one. It was in the Austrian Grand Prix. Team set is really having some Spinala party in there. Ace and Iceman coming back to the track after a little break, right behind the Red Bulls. Let's see, can Jurdy make the overtake here? When Rhodes is leading the back. Oh, Jurdy's lost it. That was a big chunk in the barrier. He went on the GURP and lost it there very badly. Furley has 80% tire wear in those mediums. How many laps has he done on them? This was McLaren on the grass. Flying grass you have retired from the session, so it doesn't help. I can soon. You have done like 18 or 19 laps. 18 or 19 laps. There you go. McLaren off for Lando, slowly going back in the pits. And he can get there. Both Red Bulls also in the pits. It's also only Furley and GT Motor on track. but Asian Iceman's also going across in the pits now, into the pits. So there's only 2 drivers, Furley and Moto out on track. Teams is now, Jody is now flex. But when I say there's only 2 drivers on track, instantly there's 5-6 drivers more. And well, now there's nearly everyone apart Furlando, Babu Noha and Asian Iceman on the track. Oh no, 2 inside line. Too much inside line for that corner, completely losing it. There's only 30 out on track. My tire broke. How is it possible? The vehicle damage is off. How is it possible? Jordi is on a lap now. This might be a hot lap, or isn't it? Yes, it's a hot lap. Let's have a look at it. 20 minutes to go. It is what it is, yeah. One tenth away from his best, so he's not improving on this lap at the moment. Let's see how the final sector goes. That decides everything. Oh, invalid lap time, exactly like I did. The McLarens, are they going to have a race as well? Yes, looks like the McLarens are also going to have a race here. So we have 2 races, McLarens and Red Bulls. McLaren off Marshall, back to the garage. GT Moto has found the sandbox again. Let's see what the replay footage got for us. That was replay footage. I can't look at the Discord at the moment. Maybe on the phone, but on the computer I cannot look it at the moment. Well, you made a video about me, how I'm kind of blocking. Well, I will have a look at it. Well, I absolutely didn't see you if I was on your way. Let's see. There I was looking. I even didn't realize that you were there. I was looking at Team said what he is doing in front of me when I was starting my lap. I never saw you or any arrows. Any arrows. That was. I never saw you. I never felt the touch you made to me. You made a big punch. I never felt it. I may have to check it from the stream again later on, but during that time I never saw you, never felt you, nothing about you. Yeah, I can imagine that one happening in the qualifying in the last lap. Someone's there, never even sees you. Maybe desync, you never were his boat there, and he just felt a random. He may feel a random punch from behind, but there's no one behind. So, but I had to look at Team said what he is doing because he was riding my way. So, pretty much all because of Team said. If he never was there, I would have never been on your way. So, that is exactly what happened. And Team said has spun again. There's also another one around. It's Marshall this time. And then Red Bull's racing. 1/4 of an hour going. Or remaining. Not it's all going, but remaining. Pretty much it's at least I realized that it's very hard to cut a track in Netherlands. The only place you can get invalidation lap time is this corner where Team Set is coming now. This corner cutting too much on the inside. And then the final corner going too wide. They are the only places you can get invalidation at Netherlands. In Hanoi it's even harder. So and Team said again, I have no idea what is he doing. "14 minutes to go." Yeah, I got it on the first try. So if you're not live, it's easy. If you have a good setup, it's easy. But when I have no setup, I'm just trying to find the setup. It's very easy to have an oversteering car and go too far, and that's it. Team said it's going too hard on the power. I can see that. Way too hard on the power. 11 wings. Well, if you are really running 11 wings, I can imagine your straight line speed. At least the car has some downforce, but the straight line speed. Oh no. Just use overtake. Well. The Furylando and Marshall are separated by just 1 millisecond. 1 millisecond between the teammates. Me and Furley are separated by 40 thousandths. 4/10 of the second. And that's pretty much the closest possible situation. A lot of cars in the pits. Furley And the McLarens are the only drivers out there. And the McLarens are racing. Yeah, for me it's 1 millisecond. Oh, the McLaren is so tight. Side by side through this one. Can he maintain it? Yes, he can. Still side by side. Oh, there's heavy contact. I went the wrong way. There was heavy contact. Heavy contact there. But they are still going. Okay, that's very interesting. They went the whole lap side by side. Ooh, he's lost it. Yep, there goes. And reversing. Across the line. There you go. Here we can see the McLarens going. That was a great battle until that point. Here very well side by side going. And then there's a heavy contact and he's gone. How he can go backwards with one gear? If you don't touch anything, you can still go backwards even though your car is in first gear. So you can kind of roll, you can coast. If you put the throttle, it will start spinning the rear wheels to kind of opposite way. But if you don't touch anything, you can still go backwards with the first gear if you spin around. If you go downhill, the first gear will slow you down, so then you want to change. You want to change for the neutral gear. And that was dangerous. Well, we need to have a new replay of that one. Now the Red Bulls are getting blocked. Or the other Red Bulls getting blocked. It must be... I think it was Road, not sure, because... Oh, this McLaren of Marshall, they are banging themselves. Luckily they are friends, so nothing too dramatic. I know they are French friends, not French friends. So yeah, it's very dangerous for others. And that's an overtake from the Red Bull, but Red Bull's giving for it, he's going for it. It's... I don't know which Red Bull it is. I think it's Road. Oh, might have touched, not sure though. But it's dangerous for others taking out each other. But they are friends, but I may need to have a warning from them. That don't do that again. Especially in the real races. It can lead into big penalties even though it's your friend. GT Moto has found a barrier in the final corner. Or at least he has spun. There's 8 minutes to go in this practice session. Before we go to qualifying. At the end of the qualifying there will be rainy conditions. I may try again at the start of the... If I'm in the garage at the start of the session, I will try again and have a lap or two. But if I'm not in the garage, well, that's how I do it. But if I'm in the garage, I may have 1 or 2 laps at the start of the quali before it starts raining. Let's see the replay. The other 2 McLarens side by side this far. I want to see what happened here first time. It was Marshall actually 2 times straight lining his teammate. he done exactly the same 2 times. Season 9 is starting next year in 2021 in the middle of January at this time, but Season 8 is starting next week. We have to confirm the next season race calendar once we are closer to December, but for now it's starting somewhere in January. But it's not the point of talking here. We still have Season 8 and 22 races to navigate. 22 races in 23 weeks. There's only one break week, and it's between Austrian and British Grand Prix. Yeah, just maximizing the results this season will help us next season, or at least skill-wise. It will help you next season to just practice as hard as possible this season and try to maximize the points. You way high. I think we're third or even 4th in the championship by just driving half of the races. It was very great. 5 minutes to go in this practice session. Let's see what they can do. Red Bull's going racing again. Jordi leading and Road behind, catching. And then there's the Ferrari Lando behind. It's the race of 3 drivers. I don't think Red Bulls like it. Now the McLarens might be also racing here. Blue flag is shown for someone. Oh, Ferrari is coming so close to Road's back end. That was a big cut by Road. We have 4 drivers within 1 second in the middle sector. The Red Bulls and the McLarens. The gaps are quite equal. Also, Furley is joining the squad, so we have 5 drivers out of 7 out on track in 1 spot. 4 minutes to go. It's like timed race. Who crosses the line first? The checkered flag's out in 4 minutes. Who can do it? The Ferrari Lando's down the inside of that Red Bull. Five drivers in 1 spot out of 8 on the track. Oh, Furley is looking for Marcel, who is showing the blue flag. Oh, Furley is spinning around, taking also out another McLaren. Yeah, I think Marshall is having a little race with Furley, not sure though. For Lando into the pits. Team set again Spinala in the first sector. GT Motors improving a little bit, and he's 20 milliseconds slower than Jordi in P9. He's 1/10 slower than me, and I'm standing in 6th place. That's a very tight back actually from me to GT Moto. And as team said, the single lap is quite good, but the long run is not. Wabunoha also having a good lap. If Asian Iceman could get 2 seconds off, if he can get 2 seconds off, the whole grid is very competitive within 2.1 seconds. That's way too wide line. I just realized only Ferrari engine boys spin at like 95% of the spins. Yeah, that's true actually. They are spinala. 1 minute to go in this practice session, and then it's qualifying time for the rest of the 18 minutes. The year is open for both Red Bulls. 1 lap to go after this one. And then it's a session over. Yeah, 90% from team said. "30 seconds and the final lap is starting." It was team set again. Wabunoha couldn't make it through the line. The flag is out. Oh, it's not out yet. How is Wabunoha cross the line if the flag is not out yet? At least now the session's over. Yeah, team said cross the line. GT Moto crossed the line. Asian Iceman, too wide line, too wide. Road and Judy coming the same corner. The final corner, and the flag's out. Jurdy is leading the way to the flag. And now there's only Marcel and Fairley who go across the line very soon. And that's the end of the practice session then. 11 competitive lap times out of 12 drivers. Cross the line. And that's the practice session over. Those are the results from the practice. That's flying cross the driver in there. We were 6th fastest in the practice. Let's see, maybe we can go when we go to qualifying. Let's see how many drivers will go to the qualifying. And no one has pressed X yet to continue. No first driver has done it. But yeah, it's dry at the start, but it starts raining at some point. But soon we go inside wood.
conditions change.
The chef will inform us if the conditions change. We are going here in pre-season Hungary, not Hungary, Netherlands. Why I'm saying Hungary when we are not even close to it?
Standing by.
I don't know. Fairly done 45 laps in practice, that's quite good. And I'm going to have 1 or 2 laps at the start of the qualifying, and then I'm going to spectate the rest of it. Now I got the hands as well and my own helmet and everything. Tires needs to be warmed up because the tire temperatures are on. Let's try what we can do. I'm driving because I'm bored. That's coming quite well. It was a good first lap. Let's see how we manage in the long term. Oh, that's tight. 86 milliseconds to the lead. Now back quickly into the pits before the rain comes out and try again. 9.4. We are 6/10 away from that. I'm 5th fastest.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
I have no touch at all, so half a second is not much. When we take care that I have spectated the whole thing, no touch at all with the track. Whoa, I even didn't go all over the line. I didn't even go all the tires over the line. It was more harsh on my actual lap than it was that in that place. That would be an amazing line if I could hit that. Let's see how it goes. Too fast. Let's try it once more if the rain doesn't come out too early, and try to beat that lap time we are being given. The rain is coming within 5 minutes, so I'm in a hurry.
Checks complete. All personnel be aware we have a car leaving.
Oh, you had a good lap if you did identical lap time. GT motor retired. It's raining already. Fuck's sake. By the way, that is illegal. That is illegal in the main session. When we go racing in. I had to test it because...
Rain is going to be with us for a while now.
Because I had to test it. Does it work? And it will work. See how bad the rain is. It is bad enough to send the car off balance. Managed to keep it. Let's try. I'm a bit scared that this won't help me. The rain, I mean. Let's try. Yep, too slippery. The coasting came handy there. Huh. Ten minutes to go. We managed to do the 5th fastest lap time. You and Ro didn't do the identical lap time. Well, the two McLarens are having F1 pace. Road might be as well, but he's an F2 driver. They are all retiring away from the session. Way too fast in the pits. Further retiring. It's only teams on track. GT Moto is already complaining about the curbs of Netherlands. They are deadly. There is no chance to improve. So DRS is now disabled, so the intermediates are faster. There is no way you can go through that corner anymore, as we can see. The track is already quite slippery, so there's no way they can do that. Yep, there we can see flying grass going off. I think they just should retire from the session. They are very slow at the moment. Oh no, team said. Well, Sturt's got something to look for that one. It's an official session, so you can't do that. At least you gave him some work for the Sturts. let's see it here. There we can see it, little knock. And that's it. Ace and Iceman has left the garage on the Inters. That Renault is broken. Codys haven't still figured out how to fix that issue. Teams that retiring. Flying Cross might be doing the same soon. So then it's Wabunoha has left the session, so it's then all over for Asian Iceman and CPI Connor. That's a lap, that's it. Hello, Mac. Well, there's only one driver on track. 5 minutes to go, it's raining, no chance to improve the lap times. If Ace and Iceman CP Connor could press retire from the session button. Ace and Iceman goes quicker on the inters than teams that went on the slicks. Oh no. I was wondering where you were, but I never thought you had fallen asleep. Oh no. Well, there's not much remaining. There's no hope you can get back. Yeah, I did it straight try. The preseason is slowly starting to be over. Next Friday, the F2 will begin. The weather forecast or F2 race will be coming to the website, which link is down in the description. The weather forecast will be there at the evening of Wednesday. So you can check the weather or the predicted session starting weather 48 hours early. So if you want to know the weather, how it can be like at the start of each session, the reminder is dynamic, but the start can be known early, 48 hour early, and F1 weather on Friday before the F2 race, but the F2 on Friday in Australia. Let's see how many new drivers we can get there. And it's Australia on both tracks. This is Fantasy, which is the realistic car performance series. It has not started yet, but we are looking for new drivers. If you want to join for it, make sure to go on the website and join our Discord server. If you want to be a driver in our league, we will give you more information there. So This is Fantasy is the series which contains virtual paid drivers, virtual cash, realistic car performances, team principles, and much more. And even driver rating cards. So if you want to have a card of your skills, you need to participate, which is Fantasy, especially if you're a new driver. The old drivers may get it anyway, but the new drivers need to participate in Vicious Fantasy in order to get them. Vicious Fantasy will be taking place on Saturdays at 5 PM BST, so the same time as the preseason was yesterday. And today, actually. That's Flying Grass going off. He retired from the session, so now it's all over Ace and Iceman and CPI Connor. And actually he's going out again. I woke up with my dad whooping my ass for falling asleep during the day. I don't know why he cares, but go for a nap. Yeah, I fall asleep on my computer. When the game came out 1 week ago. I was editing a video and I started rendering it and I fell asleep on my seat, and I slept for like 3 hours, and my parents were like at 11 in the evening. That's why I am sleeping here in the place where I am not supposed to. You can report stuff in your case, I think it's the F1 report place in the Discord. Of course the penalties will be lighter because it's pre-season, but there still will be some penalties might be coming. The stewards make the final decision how they want to see it. 1 minute to go and the session will end automatically. Of course CPI Connor is still in the garage, so we have to wait those 3 minutes. Maybe. Of course the cars are in the garage. So it should be that's it. Easy, nice man starting his new lap. The session should end at the end of this lap. But remember to subscribe and turn the notifications on so you never miss a new live stream when there's race starting. And oh, that's a big hit by Easy Nice Man in the Barry. And he retired from the session. So that's it for the day. Those are the results. And I made again 5th fastest lap time in this one. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching this Dutch Grand Prix pre-season. It took it's 1 minute away for reaching 2 hours. So yeah, next Friday we will begin the F2 action of F1 2020 and VCS Season 8. Actually, F2 is running Season 2 and F1 is running Season 8. So, second season of F2 will kick off. And I'm looking forward for it. Hopefully the driving stays clean and nothing goes wrong. And hopefully we have a co-commentator also next week. Looking forward for it. Can I get one? Hopefully. But I can't promise anything. But I'm going to shut the stream. Admins, if you could come to Discord in a short moment. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna shut the stream. Thanks for watching. See you next time in Australia on Friday.